everyone, welcome back to more YouTube channel. It's Chris back with another Rumour Has It video. We're talking about players linked to the football club in the summer transfer window. It's been a very busy window so far. We've already signed Sandro Tonali, waiting for that announcement. But it looks like we have missed out on a couple of potential targets in James Maddison and Dominic Szoboszlai. So there has been some ups and downs in the transfer window so far, but it's only just begun, really. There's loads of days left in the window to get players over the line, and we're going to be linked to so many of them as well. And we're going to talk about a player in a minute in what's probably been referred to as a key position, I would say. Now, you say key position loosely because we already have a fantastic footballer playing there in the shape of Fabian Schär, who's had a phenomenal season with Sven Botman in the best defence in the Premier League. But Schär ain't getting no younger. So we're going to have a look at a player in a minute. Just before we do, a little reminder, as I always say, please subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you on board. We're over 4,000 subs now, so absolutely flying at the minute. Not even 2 years old yet, evermore. So thank you so much to all you wonderful people who smashed that button. But there's loads of more room for you guys to hit the button and come and join. There's loads of great Newcastle United stats and chats, and a couple of rants mixed in here and there, as well as the live show every Monday at 10 o'clock. So don't miss it. Smash the button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Right, who am I talking about? Who am I waffling on about? Well, I'm waffling on about this lad right here, Marc Guéhi from Crystal Palace, centre-half. Right-footed, key, 22 years old, key, because you can see Fabi is 31, he's 32 this coming season. So although he's mint, although he goes down with 95 head injuries a game and still gets up and plays really well and has perfect hair, he's not getting any younger. So we do need a backup plan. Jamal Lascelles is not the backup plan. Jamal Lascelles ain't no spring chicken. And personally, I think the Premier League is a bit too much for Jamal Lascelles, as good of a servant as he has been. So we definitely need a right-sided centre-half. There's been loads of names thrown out there. Guy is rated, I believe, at 45 million quid. Palace won't want to lose him. He's integral to them. He started his youth career at Chelsea, went a couple of loan deals to Swansea, then ended up at Palace. He's been there for about 70-odd games now, got 3 goals in total. So he's been a great servant to him. He's been capped by England 4 times. He definitely looks to be part of Southgate's kind of player roster going forward. Like Connor Cody slipping down at the Championship probably would spell the end for him in an England shirt, with Guy probably taking that spot. But I do think he's probably at a crossroads in his career maybe as well, where you get to a stage, no disrespect to a team like Palace, where you look and say, can you level up? Can you go a bit better? Now previously we wouldn't have been better than Palace if we were doing a sideways step, but we're Champions League side now. We've got a great project ahead of us, exciting players, exciting young manager. So I do think for Marc Guéhi, he could possibly be tempted to come and be Sven Botman's long-term partner in Newcastle, if Fabi's only going to have maybe another year or 2 in the tank, and maybe rotate him next season between him and Guy, with Guy taking over possibly permanently the season after. But 45 million quid is a big chunk of change with the reported FFP restrictions that we're under. Is that the reason we missed out on Maddison and Szoboszlai? We don't know. Were we even after them in the first place? We don't really know. Do we have another target lined up? We still don't know. But looking at the stats between Guy and Schär, just breaking them down individually, you can see there 22 and 31 is the big one, really. He's got years ahead of him, this lad. Imagine him and Botman next to each other would be phenomenal for years to come. 40 appearances last season, so consistency with his fitness. Fabi 41 again with his 90-minute played. Same as Fabi's 40. 1 goal, no assists. Fabi likes an assist as well, so that's something that maybe Guy would work on. He's very good on the ball. I'll give you that. He's great at running out with the ball. He seems to have a nice little turn of pace, a little bit of skill as well, nice close control, great positional sense, which we'll look at in more detail in a minute as a centre-half, and very good in the air too. So ticks all the boxes for me. 1.41 tackles a game, 1.22 is interceptions, so quite close to Fabi in that. Blocks 1.22, yeah, Fabi's on 0.5. 3.6 clearances versus Fabi's 3.9. Aerials 1.46 for Guy, and 3.14 for Fabian Schär. So it shows how good he is in the air. True tackles 51% each, Mark's favourite stat. Passes 59% for Guy, and only 51 for Fabian Schär in terms of the passes per game, I beg your pardon. The passing accuracy, you can see Guy's right about 85% versus Fabi's 77. So he's very good with the ball, doesn't waste the ball too much. Progressive passing 287, which is still very good for a centre-half, certainly playing for Palace, no disrespect. And then Fabian Schär 3.90. Fouls 0.65 versus Fabi's 0.56, and recovery 6.52 from Fabian Schär's 5.87. So very, very similar stats between the two of them in terms of what they offer the respective sides. But looking at the red, amber, greens here, the tackles for Guy, you see he's at the 45 percentile, which might be a bit low for a centre half, but it's versus obviously the top 5 leagues across Europe over the last year. based on 3,329 minutes played. So tackles and tackles one look a bit low, but tackles in the defensive third, decent enough, 66 percentile. Doesn't tackle a lot in midfield, he's only at 19 percentile. Dribble has tackled 45 percentile and blocks 49 percentile. Passes, he's right up there at the 70s. His long pass completion, you can see there is 73, so he's quite good at using the ball, spraying it, left or right or through the middle. Medium pass completion is decent as well. Short pass completion is a little bit down, so he's maybe not as good on the ball as Fabian Schär, but at 22, that can come with a game. So it's maybe something you need to have a look at there. But is there better players potential on the continent? We'll have a look at that in a second, talk about that in a second. But his key passes to the final third up in the 76 percentile. Switches are really good up at 84. Fouls, he very rarely gives away fouls. He's great at recovery. Does give away the odd error here or there, and the aerials aren't particularly great for a centre half. But as I say, he's only 22, and he has a lot of game time ahead of him, But there is other players on the continent that we're being linked to as well in terms of centre halves. I mean, it's a shame. I think Skriniar from Inter Milan has just gone to PSG, I believe, who would have been a great signing alongside Botman in terms of that longevity as a partner. We've also got the French boy from Nice as well. Name escapes me on that one. Apologies, but he could be a good sign as well. I think we've been linked to him before as well. So there's loads of players being linked to the club, but let us know what you guys think in the comments below about Guy. Would you take him? I think he'd be a good signing. I think 45 million quid is probably about the going rate for a 22-year-old English centre half international at the moment. I think you're probably not going to get much change out of that, really. And I think he could be a fantastic partner for Botman. I think you would probably learn off Fabian Schär as well, which would be a great position to be in. Rotate the two of them between Champions League, Premier League, Cup games. They both have more than enough game time. And obviously, if gets to the season after, and Guy kind of starting more than Fab, he's probably learned a little bit of Fabian Botman as well, to be fair, because you get better playing alongside better players. So I think that would definitely help Guy's game as well. But let us know in the comments what you think. We always like to hear from you. We always do our best to try and reply to you if we can. As I mentioned at the start, if you like this kind of thing, smash subscribe, come and join us. Like the video as well, very important. Help get it on YouTube. Move my thumb which way. Help the channel grow. Yeah, really helps us out, guys. So smash that like. And we really appreciate that. We'll be back soon with some more transfer banter. Stay tuned to the channel. Hit that bell so you don't forget it. We'll catch you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.